Well, makeup community, it is that time of year again. It is holiday collection season. Just enjoy September because in 2 minutes it's going to be December and it's going to be Christmas and then it'll be 2024. That's how we're moving. Let's get started with the video. Hey guys, welcome on back to my channel. So as I just mentioned, it is holiday makeup collection season. So today I have a watch before you buy. So what is the watch before you buy? So I usually do this when Pat McGrath, it usually ends up being Pat McGrath, but I usually do this. I break down the holiday collections. I try to figure out what are the existing shades. I point them out to you guys so we can just make smart, informed purchases. At this point, I feel like a lot of people who come to my channel are very much Pat McGrath fans, Pat McGrath collectors, enthusiasts, are really enjoying the brand. And then at some points we have our frustrations with the brand. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But this is based off of the Holiday Collection Bijoux Brilliance, Probably Bijoux Brilliance, and I'll go into that in just a moment, but let me go ahead and introduce myself. So if you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashleigh. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashleigh, and eyeshadow is my jam. Yes. Love some eyeshadow. So if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my eyes, I did film this. This is going to be coming up in an upcoming video where I do a mashup between two Adept palettes. And the palettes are right here. So this is actually the latest release, which is Sumarian Sunset, and the Inspired by Arrow palette. This palette is actually coming back around the holiday season. So this is the second look I do in the video, and you'll definitely be able to catch how I created that look if you're interested. Now, Pat McGrath, you know, she gets the inspiration. We've been seeing like clear crystal motorcycles and everything like that on Instagram. We know it's inspiration because she does hashtag inspiration. So we were all wondering what's going to come out because of course we just got our Mothership 11 and you know, it feels like yesterday, but I was like, that did come out maybe in July. Yeah, maybe about July. Was it? Because it wasn't September, so maybe July, August, but you know, we're definitely on the look. So, you know, she had the sequence going and we're like, what is it? So for me at this point, I'm like, how pink? How pink is it going to be? Is she going to give us some color? What is it going to look like? Because you know, it's like the color pink has had mama in a chokehold ever since Divine Rose 1. It's like we just cannot escape it. So on the pink scale, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. So, I mean, there's some different variations. So let's go ahead and break it all down. So at this point, we do not know when the collection will release, but if I have any clue or any thought process or just any insight into it, basically what's happened in the last couple years when she's released a larger holiday collection with Mothership Megas and maybe some quints or some quads and lip products and blushes and all of that, that it might release in different parts. So maybe on this Friday, maybe a month later, that's how she's been rolling it out. Now, when you first think about it, it's like, oh, that's terrible. But I actually appreciate it because a lot of times when we see collections, we're just like, oh my God, yes, I'm so excited. I want everything. And then we get one launch and then we buy that, we play with that particular product. And then maybe something that we wanted, but did not want as much, but we would have purchased it because it was available during that time period. Later on it launches and it's like, I don't even care about it. I don't want to pick it up. So it's just like, it kind of saves you money. It also lets you not spend as much money on a particular launch because everything's not launching at once. Makes things a little bit more affordable. Lets you sit with, you know, do I actually want these particular products? So I do actually like that. Now, We do have the prices. The prices are actually on her website, and looks like we're starting to get some type of swatches of the products. Now it's called Bijoux Brilliance Collection, and it says indulge in the luminous luxury of the Bijoux Brilliance Collection where artistry meets extravagance. So for what I immediately noticed, I was like, oh, we have moved on from the celestial theme. You know, we had Celestial Nirvana, we had the Celestial, basically the last three mothership mega palettes have been in the celestial theme for the past 3 years. So I was like, okay, we have moved away from that, and we're on to a different segment. And initially when I see the products in the packaging, I'm like kind of 50% on it, okay? Because we do have some mothership megas, and they are actually eyeshadow and a face palette, which I do think is a good idea because a lot of people are doing that now. Pat McGrath doesn't have that in her lineup. However, I do like the eyeshadows, but then it's like if you already have those particular blushes, because the blush colors are existing colors, it's just like I have something repeated. And I do travel a lot, but for me, it just doesn't make sense just to purchase it just because I travel a lot, honestly. I change my makeup when I'm going someplace based off of where I'm going and what type of outfits, what type of occasion I'm leaving town for. That's how I pack my makeup. And honestly, I was like, one has a more jewel tone theme and one has a little bit more cool tone. The shadows are different, but if you're a person who wants both of the shadows, but if you're my complexion, if you buy the other palette that has the lighter blushes, it's like, now I have some blush products that I can't use. So let's break it down. We do have two motherships, and this is the Mothership Megas Bijoux Brilliance. And like I said, these are the eyeshadow palettes with the face products in it. So now the first one is actually going to be called Starstruck Splender. So it retails for $76. Like I just mentioned, you do get a blush, 2 blushes in this, and then you actually get a 9-pan palette. Now the color story is actually pretty. It's a little bit more cool tone, and it definitely has like those little pops of greens, which is exciting because, you know, we've really been asking mama for some pops of greens in our arsenal. Now the only problem is, it's like I said, if you're a person of my skin complexion, the blushes are just not going to work for you. They are the shade that is going to be called Nymphet and Coral Cosmos. Now Coral Cosmos actually, that is a new shade. So it might be a little interesting to see how that will look, but it might look all right on my skin complexion, but definitely Nymphet, that is an existing shade. I don't see it doing anything. Like the ash factor will be real. Now you do actually have 9 shades in this, and like I said, it's a little bit more cool tone in nature, and looks like they are all pretty much going to be new shades. So that is a good thing because at this point, we don't need any more existing shades. Do I feel like some of them are kind of the same? Yes, definitely. You have things like Eternal Bronze. We have so many bronze shades when it comes to PAT McGRATH Labs. All right, so the second palette, which is going to be a Mothership Bijoux Brilliance, this one is going to be called Jewel Temptation. So there's another 9-pan, and it's also going to have 2 blush shades in there. And it looks like everything is pretty much new shades as far as the eyeshadows. I could be a tiny bit wrong. Now, when I looked at this, I was like, oh, it's pretty. It's a little bit more plum. You do have some purples. The mattes are definitely deeper. And then you also have your 2 blushes. So the blush shades that you have are Desert Amber and Paradise Venus. Paradise Venus is an existing shade already, and that is something I already do have in my collection. And then you also have Desert Amber. Desert Amber is going to be a newer shade. So I feel like it's more of a, I don't know, it's a deeper, I would just definitely need to see swatches. And at this current time, we only have swatches of this particular palette. But when it was swatched out and when I was looking at it, I was like, it really just gives me the vibes of the very first Mothership Mega. So I pulled out the very first Mothership Mega, which is going to be Celestial Divinity. And I was just like, I know, but I feel like it's kind of a color story that we've lived quite a bit, and maybe no, maybe yes. I see some resemblance. Not a lot, but I just do. And I just don't know if I need to spend the $76 for it, okay? So at this particular time, I don't think I'm going to be too interested in it. Maybe later on, maybe if I get FOMO, maybe if the price is right, if there's a little sale or something going on, then maybe. But I feel like at this particular time, you know, there are some pink, it's a pink shade called Star Garnet. That is actually really pretty. The Midnight Cherry Matte, actually, I think that is very pretty. So I would like to have that shade in my collection. And then you also have Daring Desire. I think that's really pretty also. But then you have that pop of very bold yellow gold that I don't tend to like. And then you also have Smoldering Bronze. I think Amethyst Noir is actually really pretty also. But we do have some amethyst like shades. We have the Mothership 11 that has the amethyst like shade. We also have the Mothership 9 Utopian Dream, has some amethyst in there. We're going to go way back to, you know, Mothership 3. So I just don't know. So once again, that cost $76. So I don't know how this is going to roll out, but I feel like both of the Mothership, the Mothership Bijoux with the face palettes, I feel like they're going to roll out first. We'll see. Now, where Mama said she was not done, and what makes me very excited is that she is coming out again with the quints. So we started seeing the quints last year, and maybe the year before last, but definitely with the Star Wars collection. I think we saw some with the holiday, and she has 4 of them. They all retail for $36, and they are some bundle deals on the website. So I think like the $36 is not a bad price. I actually think that the $76 for the 9 pants with the 2 blushes are not bad prices as well. Now, 3 of them, 3 out of the 4, I'm like, yes, bring them to me, okay? So the first one up, we have Bordeaux Bliss. So Bordeaux Bliss, as you can see, yes, it's kind of pinky, but it's still very more smoky. And we have some beautiful shades in there. So that Ruby Noir shade, I'm just waiting to see the swatches. Very beautiful. The Platinum Rosewater, we have Naked Sunset, Mauve Mystique, and then we also have Cosmic Garnet. So I feel like it's pinky, but it's still kind of smoky, and that Ruby Noir is really making up for it to just bring the depth and the excitement into that particular quint. Now the next one is going to be Sunset Romance. Now this one, I feel like it's pretty, but it is like kind of more of the same for me. Once again, it retails for $36. You have Metallic Passion, Sunkissed Rose, very kind of muted, Meek Mirage, Suede Sienna, and you also have Glowing Desire. All of these appear to be new shades once again. This one is definitely more subdued, more like on the bronzy scale. So I'm not going to be interested in this particular one. Now, you do also have Lunar Nightshade. Now, this one I'm very excited for. It's purple and mint. Like, ma'am, we've been asking you for purples and mints and greens forever. So you have Neptunian Orchid. I cannot wait to see a swatch of that. Noir Nebula, same with that. Pale Amethyst, Midnight Iris, which looks like a beautiful, deep plum. Like an actual plum, like something that's actually a little bit lighter than the Extreme Aubergine shade that's in Mothership 5. And then you also have Platinum Moonlight. So I'm very excited for this one. That is something I'm like, yes, I need. And then for the last quint, we have Bronze Ecstasy. Now, even though this is bronze, I'm like, it's still got my interest. It's very smoky, especially with that Twilight Taupe. I'm like, okay, that's a very beautiful cool tone, kind of brown taupey color, leaning on the gray side. And then we also have that Merlot Mystique. We have Enchanted Bronze, so it's more of a bronze shade versus that standard high yellow gold shade that she loves to do, and Starlight Champagne. So those are the quints, and like I said, they retail for $36. Those were probably released all together. I mean, I don't know anything. I'm just speculating based off of past experiences. Now, I did want to say that she does have so many bundles. So as far as the quints, I know she does have all 4 available for $125. Each of them retailing for $36. I'm interested in 3. So yeah. Now she also has Divine Blush Bronze and Glow Trios. Now, I feel like these are very smart, especially if you don't have the blushes in your collection. I myself, I have a bunch of the blushes and a couple of the bronzers in my collection, so I don't necessarily see a need for this, but I do feel like the price point is not bad. It's $52. And it looks like we're going to have two particular palettes in this. So we have Forever Nude, okay? So for the Forever Nude, we're going to have the shade, we're going to have Nude Honey as the bronzer. And then we also have Naked Peony. Now, I believe Naked Peony, that might be already existing shade. If not, it definitely looks like a lot of the pinks it has. It even looks like one of the pinks that's right here. And this little blush hat type of thing that I like to call it. This is from the Bridgerton 2 collection. So definitely looks almost to be like this shade right here. So definitely, you know, it's going to be like a dupe. In addition, we have Opal Allure. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper for the next particular trio. We have Bronze Nirvana. Okay, so I wouldn't say Bronze Nirvana. That one is a new shade. We have Sunset Bloom and Lotus Nectar. So like they look nice, but I just don't feel like this is going to be for me also, because as far as the bronzers, like for the bronzer, I was with the Burnish Honey, and that's one of the deeper ones. So that is the last particular trio that she has. She has Burnish Honey, which has Midnight Orchid and Solar Fantasy. Now the Solar Fantasy, that particular highlighter does look good, but I just don't see the value in it for myself for having that other bronze shade. For the Burnish Honey, I feel like Burnish Honey looks good on my skin complexion, but like right now, Burnish Honey really wouldn't do too much for me. It's like it's going to just be not really bronzing too much over. Like you can kind of see I have it on, but it's not deep enough at the moment. And like I said, all of those are going to retail for $52. So not too bad on the price point. And then she's also coming out with mascaras. Now these mascaras are going to be colorful mascaras. They're going to be retailing for $34 as well. We have Renegade Red. We also have Azure Allure. And we also have Electric Jade. So if I was going to pick up any of the mascaras, it would be Electric Jade. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to do that, because for colored mascaras, I tend to love to go to NYX because they have really great colored mascaras. And we know NYX is very affordable. So I think I will go that route. Now, I do like that she does the colored mascaras, but honestly, I just really wish that she would extend this line. So these are the Permagel pencils. These are some of my favorite products by Pat McGrath. They work so well. They're very creamy, long-lasting products. I don't feel like I wasted my money on purchasing them. This is probably like my third Extreme Black pencil. And then, you know, she has like the Blitz Coffee or Blitz Brown. And then she also has the Blitz Blue. But I'm like, when are we going to get a purple liner? When are we going to get a green one? So I would have much rather seen those eyeliners be done versus the colored mascaras. And this is her second time doing the colored mascaras. So like I mentioned before, there's so many bundle packages on the website. So take a look so you can kind of familiarize yourself. One thing that I do want to point out, you can get everything that is releasing, meaning the two Bijoux motherships that have the face palettes and the 9 shades. You can get the 3 trios and the 4 quints for $370 total. That's a pretty penny. Lord, that's a pretty penny. But for somebody, you might want it. I don't know. And then if you just wanted to get the 2 Mothership Bijoux Brilliance duos together with the 9 pans and the face products, that is $125. And remember, those retail for about $76. So you are saving a pretty good amount. And for the 4 quints, $125. They do have it where you can just get 2 of the quints, and that's going to be $62. So I might do that and then add on my 1 quint so I could save a little bit money there, because like I said, those quints retail for $36 each. So that would put us about $72. So I could save $10 by purchasing 2 as a bundle and then add on my 3rd one. And then you'll probably get some type of 10% off at the time. And if you use Rakuten, you can definitely activate that and get you some cash back into your account. So let me know what you feel about the collection. Honestly, I'm not mad about the collection. I feel like the quints are where it's at for me. They're very, some of them, the ones with the mint and the purple. I'm like, yes, I've been waiting on this for so long. So I hope that she gets out of this whole pink era and maybe we'll see some different things in 2024. But overall, I'm not mad. I feel some parts of it does feel very holiday and very like, you know, you're buying a gift for somebody and this is the makeup that they'll use all the time because you bought that as a gift versus people who actually buy makeup all throughout the year. I do get excited for Pat McGrath holiday because I feel like we do see some different things and I still do use my holiday Pat McGrath collections. But like I said, I feel like she's transcending more on the mainstream end versus like in the past, whereas might have been like just the quads and these were the quads, but they didn't have really different special packaging. Now, like I said, I think I'll pick up the quints and be done. I'm really just trying to watch how I spend my money on makeup and just spend my money in general on a lot of different things versus eating out. Like even like the little meals that you think don't even count. Like going to Panera or I don't even go to Panera a lot, but I went there today. Or just going little places like that because $17, $20, all of that stuff adds up. And I have a lot of plans coming for. I have a lot of plans as far as saving money. I have a lot of plans of things that and experiences that I want to take part of coming up in the next few months and the next year. So I need to make sure that I'm not throwing my disposable money away, especially in this economy, because we all know everything is just so expensive. So let me know what you want to pick up. Overall, I do like the collection. I feel like some things are for me, some things are not for me, and that's okay. Because that's how it should be. You know what I mean? Everything cannot be for you. You know what I mean? I'm not mad about it. I'm really glad that the pink, like the actual pink, has been dialed back. So, because honestly, if it was real pink, I'm like, nope, 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 nope. I feel like it's some healthy mixes in there. Like we have bronze, we got a little pink, we got more purple, we got more plum, we have a little taupe, cool tone, and that's how it should be. Something kind of for everybody. So let me know what you're going to pick up. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the Chad Dance. Chad Dance. Hey, 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 Chad Dance. Chad Dance. Chad Dance. Hey. All right, y'all. Bye.